issues now. No delay. Talk your mind. Stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud. Make it shake the town. Face the issue. No more silence. We bury our rising. We're making it proud. Colin, speak up. Your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They think they will see this election, they will not lie. Because if you do it, it's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers in the government get laughed. The people are also everything they say, they never say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we dropped out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their teammate that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know what that sense, though?
On Face the Issue, we speak out the facts in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the Assembly Hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions have been spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the Unity Party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing, and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing, and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Bruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can not just to believe, but to act, not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I'm so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. I believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You do your impact.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you His wonder. You know what believe it. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Chancellor because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millions man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He had me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older, Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader when the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders they need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards set a trap for boycott.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brother come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brother, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, for that thing, they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Burger benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not the one with Ellie.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many senators why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Burger send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah, correct move.
I address you today regarding the situation along our border with the Republic of Guinea. As President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, it is my duty to keep the Liberian people informed and to assure you that the peace and security of our nation remain my top priorities. In recent days, concerns have emerged as a result of development along parts of our shared border in the Salamba area, Foya District, Lufa County. These developments have understandably attracted not only our attention of our citizens living in the border community, but also being sensitive to the opinion of wider Liberian public. I want to assure the Liberian people that our government has been fully engaged and is responsibly managing the situation with calm and determination. From the very outset, the government of Liberia took immediate steps to de-escalate the situation by addressing it through peaceful diplomatic means. We have engaged directly with the government of Guinea to establish diplomatic channels. In addition, we have worked closely with our sister Republic of Sierra Leone within the framework of the Mana River Union to ensure dialogue and cooperation guide our actions. Following these engagements, the leaders of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have reaffirmed our collective commitment to peace and stability along our shared borders. Through this understanding, all parties have agreed to work toward restoring the status quo and ensuring that our border communities continue to live in peace and uphold mutual respect and trust. I am encouraged that the government of Guinea has issued instructions for its forces to return to their previous positions along the border. This is an important step toward de-escalation and demonstrate a shared recognition that peace and stability must always guide our action. At the same time, our security institutions, including the armed forces of Liberia, the Liberia National Police, and other joint security agencies, remain vigilant and professional in carrying out their duties. They are working closely with the local authorities and communities to maintain calm while diplomatic efforts continue. I also wish to express my appreciation to the regional and international partners who have reached out in recent days to encourage restraint and peaceful engagement. Friends of Liberia across Africa and around the world, including leaders within the Economic Community of West African States, the AU, and other international partners, have conveyed their support for a peaceful resolution of the situation. Their messages of encouragement and solidarity reaffirm Liberia's standing in the community of nations and strengthen our collective resolve to pursue diplomacy and dialogue. Let me be clear to every Liberian. Our pursuit of peaceful resolution is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It is easy to fight, break down, and destroy. As our own journey has taught us, it is more difficult to recover and build. That is why the government is exploring every available avenue to resolve this matter peacefully. We will continue to rely on diplomacy, dialogue, and the mechanisms of regional cooperation to ensure that this issue is addressed responsibly and without conflict. Liberia has always been a nation that stands firmly for peace. Throughout our history, we have maintained cordial relations with our neighbors and have consistently chosen cooperation over confrontation. People of our three borders countries share deep cultural, family, and economic ties that must always be preserved. Liberia has not only maintained peace within its own border, but has also played a significant role in helping to bring peace to other nations. From our contribution to the Regional Peace Initiative to our active participation in international peacekeeping missions, Liberia has demonstrated that our country believes strongly in peaceful resolution to disputes. Today, as we manage the situation, we remain guided by those same principles. My fellow Liberians, while we understand and are encouraged by the deep demonstration of patriotism and unity, I call upon all citizens, especially those residing in our border community, to remain calm and law-abiding. I also urge our people to avoid spreading unverified information or rumors that may cause unnecessary anxiety. Let us allow our security authorities and diplomatic channels to do their work. Liberia is a peaceful nation, and the peace we enjoy today is the result of our collective sacrifice. This government will do everything within its power to protect and preserve it. Let us remain confident, remain united, and remain committed to the values that define us as a nation. May God continue to bless Liberia and keep our nation.
When we were there, the Bouaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bouaka because of his title. Make it comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you take the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for any person.
So, okay. So, what a wonderful way to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the program Face the Issues and the Diaspora Edition. So, we're grateful again to join you this evening on the 3rd day of July 2026. You know, we're done with the first half. We've done with the first half of the year, and now we just started the second half of the year. So, we're going the first 6 months. And we have entered another 6 months. So we're about to move. I guess you guys are doing so great. So it's great joining you. Too many things happening in the country. As you may be aware, they Face the Issues Diaspora Edition is about highlighting those major happenings that transpired during the course of the week. So my name is Newton Tugba. I'm going to be here with you and the rest of the team from the Diaspora. Prince Sherry is already at backstage. I can see him clearly. Yeah, somebody say vivid. Yeah, I can see Prince clearly. And Prince and the rest of the team will be joining. I think Willem Bro from France. Yeah, Bro from France will be joining me. And also Leo Montgomery from the US of A. But we have Prince Sherry. So let me add Prince to stage before even I go to the roster to see who are here today. Or I'm gonna do it. Let me call who are those people here today. Yes. So that we can have a splendid, intriguing discussion today about our country, Liberia. So let's quickly, because of time time is fast spent. So let's quickly move on to the roster and see who are those here today. The first person who joined us today, we have Lax C.R. Brown Sr. We have Noah Deacon, Mawata Ability. Yeah, she's here. Mawata Ability is always here. She always joining at the show. We have Abraham Swen, yes, and followed by Abraham Swen, we have Emmanuel Queer. Yes, Emmanuel Queer. We have Maurice Suri. Yes, we have Venetius. Venetius, one of our regular followers, one of our regular listeners, Venetius Junior Bar. We have Augusta G. Help. Yes, Augusta G. Help. Followed by Augustus, we have Nathan Page. Nathan Page, we have Bobby Jadia. Yes, Bobby Jadia. Yes, we have Bobby Jadia. Followed by Bobby, we have Ambassador Wharton Bushu Morgan. Ambassador Wharton Bushu Morgan Jr. We have Lakpeyi Jerry Jr. Lakpeyi Jerry Jr. Followed by Lakpeyi Jerry Jr., we have Josh Wonwe. Yes, Josh Wonye. Yes, Josh Wonye. Josh Wonye is here with us. We have Ruth Budio Bine. She joins us from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. We also have Emilia S. Dinani. Yes, Emilia S. Dinani. Yes. Followed by Emilia, we have Stanley Bozy. Yes, Stanley Bozo. Yes. We have Stanley here. We have Ophelia Wooler. We have, followed by Ophelia, we have Philomena Sowat. We have Ashley P. Gillette. Ashley P. Gillette. And we also have Dupuma B. Harris. Dupuma B. Harris. Dupuma joins us from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. We have Princess L. Peters. We have Alfred Kiadi. He joins us. Yeah, Alfred joins us from King George, Saturday, Zone Weird, Woodenware. Yes, from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. We have Dupin. Yes, yeah. Man, I need not see Sani. Pai, yes. Pai. Yeah. I hope that's the right pronunciation. So he joins us from Italy. Fiorentina, yes, Italy, Fiorentina. We have Samuel Hollywood, yes, we also have, followed by Samuel, we have Pocket Change, we have Josh Johnson, Abraham Addison, we have Rita Hart, yes, Rita Hart joins us from Massachusetts, the US of A, and the list goes on. Aliu Kamara, Emmanuel Bro is always there. Emmanuel Bro, he's there at Minneapolis, the US of A. So it's great joining you. Yeah, the list goes on. He has no time, so we gotta hold it there. So let's go, because I can keep my panelists, my team. I can keep them waiting. They are already at backstage. So let me add them to stage. Too many things happening in the country, folks. So let me add Prince and Leo. Leo and Prince, they are right here at backstage. Let me add them quickly. Then we can start to move on. Prince, Sharif, Prince and Leo. It's great having you guys on tonight on the show. Prince and Leo, I'm so excited to have you guys on tonight.
Yeah, well, we are also very excited, that we are on here. Last week was a very, very hectic week for us, but we are grateful that we are here. And we thank God that we have another opportunity to at least mount the platform to have a very wonderful discussion with our people. It was very wonderful also, last week. Had a very great time here in the US. And my brother Leo and many others were in PA. Yeah, having a wonderful time.
I was religiously following that. And I was just about to ask you about, the ceremony that was held, the CDC, diaspora stuff and what have you, to just give up, to just bring up to speed as to how was it like?
Well, it was very wonderful. It was very wonderful. The CDC celebrates her 22nd anniversary, Militant Appreciation. So in order for that to be, one would say, celebrated globally, seditionists here in the US and other parts of the world decided that they were going to also observe the activities. So what you saw in Pennsylvania was the chairman, and I want to say kudos to the chairman of the Pennsylvania along with his team. They were able to organize that particular program, and they invited so many seditionists. There were seditionists that came from New York. In fact, the New York chairman was there. Rhode Island was there. North Carolina was there in persons of the chair here, Leo. We had people from the DMV, that is the DC, Maryland, and Virginia. We also had, people coming from all the way there, Houston, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, and etc. So seditionists gather in Pennsylvania to also observe the activities. That is the 22nd, anniversary. So it was closed with a very, wonderful activity. We had a football match on that day where we played Prosa. Prosa is the sport team there in how you call in Pennsylvania, and the CDC was very victorious. We won the game, I think 1-0. We won the game 1-0, and it was climaxed with different activities. It was just a festival, to appreciate seditionists, to appreciate us, and to appreciate the fact that we can also survive in this particular political dispensation as an institution, and to celebrate our Congress, who have always been there for us, have always been there for the party, and have stood up the test of time, despite of all of the persecution that they have faced, from especially the Unity Party government, but they stay continuing to be resilient and being very focused and, stand fast in showing that they continue to propagate the agenda of the CDC for a better Liberia. So we're there celebrating them. Or in other words, one would say we're celebrating ourselves, for the work, the hard work, and the effort. So that's how it was, and it was very wonderful, very wonderful.
So, and like you said, Prince, that was in commemoration of the 22nd anniversary, and for what I heard, right? So the diaspora team was also celebrating their own anniversary there, while in Liberia, in Grand Juda County, you had mammoth crowd, multitude of people from different walks of life who gathered at different political spectrums and all of that. So what was the theme of your own celebration? I'm sure you had a theme of your celebration. What was the theme?
Yeah, it was just the global theme,
the thematic area of in relation to the celebration.
Yeah, it was just the global team. It is one team, the same team in Liberia. But what we focused on, it was, trying to reunite, especially the CDC USA, and to build up the euphoria as we gear towards our, convention. As you may be aware, from the 29th of July to August 2nd, the CDC USA will be having our national convention. So in addition to the same team, under the banner of the same team, we were just trying to build up the euphoria of our own convention and trying to, encourage seditionists in this part of the world to get ready, gear up as we, move towards our convention that will be held from August the 29th, from July the 29th to August 2nd. So it was almost like a wake-up call, or one would say a pre-celebration to also our July 29th to August 2nd convention that we will be having here.
And in Liberia here, Prince, I remember because we followed the celebration in Grand Basso, where, almost all of the major political parties leaders, they were there. The converged there in Grand Juda.
You mean Grand Juda? Are you referring to Grand Juda?
Yes, in Grand Juda. So they converged there, and that alone, their presence in Grand Juda ignited serious public debate. And why they have to lead their different political parties and go for CDC anniversary with the fact that George, we are the standard bearer, was not present. So it ignited serious public debate. How was it like in the US in terms of opposition for different political parties? Where they have opposition for different political parties who attended your celebration in the US?
Yes, definitely. There were there were members of the opposition, the Unity Party. In fact, it will surprise you to note that there were so many of our brothers, who are very strong supporters, or who used to be, one would say, strong supporter of the Unity Party, supported Unity Party financially. They also graced the occasion. And to just let you know, on that particular day, we had almost about 6 persons who, actively supported the Unity Party, pledging their support to the CDC on that particular day. So we had, people, partisans from other political parties, including some of the political parties that even identify with the Unity Party or was part of that, how you call, or coalition that they formed, the CPP, that was part of the CPP. So yes, we had a wonderful time there, other members of the opposition, but especially, we had our brother there, Frank Atos, who ran as a representative for district number 7, I think district number 7, Solomon George district. He ran there, as an aspirant in the just ended election. He was there to grace the occasion, and we had so many other people. Leo was there with his team, a very wonderful team. It was just very wonderful. Yeah. So we had other people from the ruling party that were there pledging their support. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Newton, I think it's frozen. Can you hear me, Prince?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah, I think it's frozen on my side. I don't know if it's frozen on your side as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's frozen from neutral end,
But yeah, whilst our folks are listening, until Newton gets back, it was a happy, it was a good celebration for me. One, I actually went into Philadelphia or into Pennsylvania to bury my mother-in-law. She would know it, and that same day, having done that, sent her home, and oh, by the way, let me just say greetings to our fellow listeners here, panelists as well, and our viewing audience by the way of social media and radio. So yeah, Prince, I had buried my mother-in-law that Friday, and knowing that I had that other engagement there at the field, I got there, me and 3 of my guys, and I ran into Alexander Sampon, a fellow that I know you know. And I ran into him. He was on a phone call. He was on a phone call, video phone call with the former president, His Excellency, So Sampon, a guy who I'd known forever, he called me and said, my man, Jesse Khan, that's the name they know me for, right? So he called me and said, my man, come, and then, we ended up just greeting the Excellency, and then, because he was getting ready for a game to watch. So, we just did that. But Prince, what was very, very, fulfilling for me was, mind you, I had been there under that ring. We sat down, we was listening, we were listening to music, and folks were coming in different auxiliaries, right? But Prince, I tell you, when you came in, it was a whole fireball, bro. when you came in, mind you met us. Of course, the atmosphere was very charged and intense, right? But when you came in, that was when we actually started that grand dance. And prior to that, we buying, doing. I mean, for me, I was just trying to get more happier, because 2 hours, 3 hours before then, I was doing something different, and I said, no, I'm trying to figure out how can I get into a more celebratory moment. So I'm trying to get happy, but then it's like I'm being suppressed again at the same time. But somebody just switched. When you came, you didn't even sit down. You were able to rally all of us, my man. And then somebody said to me, there's somebody in the CDC blood that hit they got to dance. Of course, referring to me. But I mean, it would imagine, I mean, what it takes for a guy like you when you enter a place, man. The whole atmosphere changed. And guess what, Prince? A lot of people don't know that. That Friday was my first time meeting you in person. People don't know. But it was as though we've met for over 40 years, bro. and again, let me say big ups to our brother who have fell in love with Brother Success, man. Look, Prince, man. We have good people in the party, bro. I met Brother Success, not knowing it was him again. I mean, Brother Success, I kept apologizing to him because I shook hands with him. I sat down. He kept looking at me, but then in my mind, like, I may have seen this guy, but it was on one of these videos called, right? So when you came in and quiet, no, when Paul came, the New York chapter president, when Paul came, Paul said, Success, my man, Leo, yeah, then my man, it was a beautiful time. It was, look, it was beautiful, my man. I couldn't help but just to be more excited being a part of your brethren. And my guy, man, I went home feeling very fulfilled and like, yeah, it was as though we met, and I was able to meet different guys, man. And I can't wait for the 29, my brother, because for me it's all fireworks. But just to climax here, what I was saying, I was also monitoring what was going on in Grand Jide, Prince, man. It has never happened in the history of our political dispensation in Liberia. Look, Prince, it was a tsunami. It was a tsunami blaze. It was a sea of people in Grand Jide. And I have one of my friends from the other side, a very prominent figure. He said, Leo, this has never happened in the absence of a political leader for all of these people to just gather. But Prince, you know what's happening now in Liberia, my brother? The other countries are demanding that they have their own of a celebration. That is what they are saying to us, Prince. They saw what happened in Grand Jide. It would be unfair if we don't do it in Maryland. Of course, Grand Bassa had theirs already. That's what His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah is able to do, even in his absence, Prince. And to just finish up here, like I said, when you are in position, you are in position to lead. When you are out of position, you become a government in waiting. All of those opposition political leaders that were there in representation, in the absence of His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah, Prince, it spoke volume to me. President Weah has always been a magnetic figure, a man who can draw people from all walks of life. Whether you are on the opposing side, whether you are in position, Prince, there were people in Grand Jide were trying to hide because they didn't want people to see them, and we're telling them, no, you show up, you show your faces. But man, it was a beautiful weekend, man. I couldn't have enjoyed it any further. Thank God, one of my mother who is here, one of my North Carolina chapter strong, I call her my Iron Lady. She was here before I traveled to Philly, before my family and I went to Philly. She said to me, my son, I will be in Grand Jide. She said that to me. And I'm like, oh, Mom, you're not coming for the funeral and stuff like that, but you'll be in Grand Jide. But of course, she made it safely to Liberia, and she and the rest of the family, and they were in Grand Jide because she said that to me. So it was a beautiful weekend again. We are excited. We are excited for the 29. Can't wait. And like I said, man, 2029 is on the first ballot, Prince. It's on the first ballot. There's no go come. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's on the first ballot. President Weah don't have to do much. We have to take the fight to the people.
Definitely. You are very right, my brother, and thank you for that observation. So again, to just add our own voice to what happened in Grand Jide, I must first of all use this time to extend my thanks and appreciation to the party, the global leadership, for entrusting that particular activities to the people themselves. I want to say thanks to the global chair, Honorable Jangako, and his able team, for the world organization of the 22nd, anniversary of the CDC and the Meliton celebration. That was very wonderful. I want to say thanks to them. I also want to say thanks to the local committee there, headed by one of our own brother, a very firebrand, vibrant, strong brother, in persons of Samson Boso Williams, a very young guy who was able to mobilize and organize the forces to ensure that Grand Jide, become the host of the 22nd anniversary. It wasn't an easy thing. It was very tough because there were a lot of, political, what we say, fight from the end of the government, to the extent that even the vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn, was involved in this fight to ensure that the program does not succeed in Grand Jide County. We had other people like, Zoe Emmanuel Peno, one who will soon be retired, who was being used by, in fact, we saw the hands of Joseph Newman Boyka. What happened in Grand Jide, my brother, it is magnificent. We saw the people protecting what they own. That's what we saw, because you could see that the government was totally involved. I mean, Joseph Newman Boyka was totally involved by using the vice president to ensure that the Grand Jide program is not successful or wasn't successful. We saw it from the beginning. We saw what they did, in fact, to the extent where the government initially said to the CDC that they was going to deny the CDC from using the Martha Totman, a sport page. And we saw what was happening, where people were even threatening and all kind of things were happening, And we saw the hands of Joseph Newman Boyka being directly involved into that activities. But despite of all of the threats, despite of everything, civilians were still able to gather, in their mammoth number, in a very gigantic number, to prove to, this particular autocratic regime led by Joseph Newman Boyka that the people are ready. And there are three things that I really observe. But since our brother here, Newton, I'm going to just pause here while we turn it over to Newton, and maybe we'll look into that later. But Newton, welcome back, my brother. Yeah, I know the network is
it's very challenging.
It's killing him from his end. But let me just continue here till he comes on. Let's just continue here until he comes on. There are three issues that are actually captured in this whole celebration. There are three issues that are really captured in the entire celebration. Let me just
So, folks, again, let me just say thank you for staying tuned to this the diaspora version of our talk for today. It's been a good weekend. On last weekend, please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, just having some call. Yeah, so there are three things that I observed about the Grand Jide program. Okay, our brother is back. Okay, Newton, you are back. I know the network is something else. But welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Newton.
Newton, are you
seriously? Yeah, Prince. The network is seriously cracking tonight. Yeah, the network is quite terrible tonight.
All right.
The network is quite terrible. Quite terrible.
Is it raining though?
Quite terrible. The network is tonight. But I'll be here. We trying to get this. Yeah, we're trying to get it correct so that we can have. Prince, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Newton. I'm here. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm here.
The network is so bad. The network is so bad tonight. We're doing everything. We're doing everything humanly possible
Is it
Sure.
raining, Newton? Is it
We
raining?
can stabilize it. Yes, it's a very serious rain. Yeah, the rain, the weather is so bad. So I don't know what
yes.
that could be the
That's
reason.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
could
the
be
reason why.
So
That's the reason. You know, that's the thing about Liberia, you know, that's network there. I don't know.
yeah.
Yes. But you know, as I
I
was
think it's much
saying,
better than praying.
yeah, okay. As I was saying, there are three things that I observe. You know, three things that we observe at the place there.
Yeah, I think Prince just got a call. But yeah, but Newton, I'll go ahead, Prince.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. I keep, getting some
Yeah.
distraction from this. Yeah. So there are three things that I observe the program there in Grange. The first thing that I observed was, the resounding commitment of the people to ensure that they protect their revolution. In the absence, like you said, my brother Leo, in the absence of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, that all of us know and is a fact, that will always pull the people that we refer to as human magnet. But you saw that the people were committed to the extent that, look, this is not about President Weah. This is about us. This is about our revolution. This is about we protecting. This is about we rebranding. This is about we sending the message out there. So this is something that is very unique. And this is something that for a very long time have not happened in our body politics, for which I think all of us must be able to thank His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, because all of the political institutions has been built around individuals. And once those individuals are absent, the institution dies. That's how it has been. But if you observe what happened in Grange County, is to tell you that President Weah has successfully built a political institution which he is changing that particular notion that the individual is the one that get a party. The individual not there means the party dead. So we are seeing that President Weah is changing that particular dynamics in our body politics. That look, the party is for the people. Even in the absence of an individual, the party must live on, and that's what we saw in Grange County. That's what we saw in Grange County. So that is one of the unique things that I really observe.
Yeah, so just to add to what Prince alluded just said here. Look, Newton, we were following greatly, and also we were on the lines on the phone talking to our folks on the ground there in Grange there. But look, people couldn't believe that, in the absence of His Excellency Dr. George Manneh, we had such a crowd, like I just said. It was a tsunami that those people could gather. Because most times you always see crowd when George Weah is present, right? But in this particular case, it was in the absence of His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah, and it was massive, my brother, massive. You can see it. I mean, there you go, the footage, you can see it. And like Prince just said, President George Weah has proven again, because he said, look, this party is bigger than one person. He has just proven it again that even in my absence, people are able to. So, like I said, this party is a movement. It is far beyond an individual. It's far beyond an individual. But that again, what this party is able to do, CDC. And I mean, I can't help to take my hats off to our big brother, of course, Akaros Gray. We're talking about Mr. McGill and all the rest of the guys who were behind the scene planning this to make it, a successful one. Of course, our fellow comrade on the ground in Grange, the local chairman there, the young man did extremely well. Excellent job, man. The Prince said, we were seeing the hands of other big guys to try to shut it down. But look, you cannot go against George Weah and be successful. You'll be fighting a losing battle. You saw it. You saw it, Newton. Whether we were going to use the first football field, they said no.
Yeah.
We can use it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Newton.
And Prince and Leo, we are all saying the same thing. The CDC as a political institution. The CDC has demonstrated, like I said the other day on one of our presentations, I think I said it. The CDC has demonstrated maturity. The CDC has demonstrated supremacy, political supremacy over the years. So the CDC is a grassroots political party. So there's no way that you can do away with the CDC so easily. It's not easy that you can just do away with the CDC. No. So like you're saying, maybe the CDC will have said, oh, let's have this anniversary in Montserrat County. Because Montserrat is one of the CDC strongholds, and Montserrat is densely populated. So there's the Montserrat County, I want the crowd, they pull the crowd. We saw what happened over the groundbreaking. Just groundbreaking. That day when we went for the groundbreaking, we saw what happened there. You could see the crowd, like you said, it was complete. So anything the CDC does as a political institution, you always see crowd. That is to tell you that the people love the party from their hearts. They love the party. And you imagine that CDC will be having program not like all a political party that was here, they were saying buses. No, we saw it. CDC did not send buses to transport people for the groundbreaking. But people made their way. So it's not a surprise when you're talking about, CDC pool crowd. No, that understatement. Because we say CDC a mean crowd. So you can't say CDC pool crowd. Because if you say that, then I consider it as understatement. So the name CDC mean crowd. That's it. And they demonstrated. And now you can see the opposition, the unity, the collaboration. And like I said the other day, because we are moving closer to 2029, we're done with the first half of the year, right? We just entered the second half, the second six months. We're moving gradually. So by 2027, 2028, I'm sure there will be a lot of political marriages. Political marriages. A lot of them. Alliances. Yes. Alliances. They are, in fact, they still have more people who will join the CDC. They still have more people who will join the CDC. So this is just some more of the numbers that I had that will come, that I expected to come. That would be, let me put it this way, would be CDC members, because it's still ahead. So more people will join the party. More people are about to join the party. So sorry for the cracking, you have a downpour of rain. I'm sure
Newton,
that could be some of the reasons. Yeah, Leo.
But Newton, let me tell you what's happening now, right?
I'm getting
you saw what happened in Grand Jide, right? That occasion that took place in Grand Jide. What's happening now? The other folks within the different cities, whether it's in Maryland, it's Buffalo, the different counties, they are all saying what you started in Grand Jide, we want our own. We want our own. So imagine, like we have all said here, no other political figure in our history in Liberia has been able to successfully draw the kind of crowd in the absence other than George Montefiore. It has never happened, Prince.
Seriously.
I'm yet to be corrected by anyone. I was watching one other brother was saying to me that, man, Opon gotta be down there. I said, but wait, I saw the man would be there and be hiding. You understand? You did? I mean, this guy was like, no, they were in denial. No, George, we're there. I said, so the man would be in a gathering where people wanted to see him and he would be hiding, or he's camera shy now. No. So when I got to Philly and I ran into my brother and he happened to get on a telephone call, video call with Excellency Dr. John Montefiore, and he said, oh, that one the chairman, and this is in person of Alexander Sompong, right? Someone said, my man, you haven't seen for long, and we're talking. So I said, but who want to fool is all that they say no? So to just say, and Prince, Prince just came in later on. So we are telling these people, His Excellency was not there. Why is it impossible that the man in his absence people can go and celebrate it? Is it impossible? It will sound impossible because it's never done. It has never happened in the history of Liberia where a political figure in his absence is able to draw a tsunami group of people. It has never happened. And like I said, the people now, the other regions, the other counties are saying we want our own. The same thing that happened in Grand Jire, they want their own. So what we are going to be doing is to talk to the different chapter leaders, the different county leaders. If we can replicate it, I don't know how much we can do, but look, man, it has to happen. It has to happen, Prince. It will happen. And we saw the Zoe panel who were trying to, look, like I said, you cannot fight His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. If you try, it's at your detriment. You feel me? Zoe panel and the guys were trying to use the soccer field. They said, no, we will not use it. Try to start all kind of chaos, all kind of small talk. But CDC, we are peaceful people. We are not people who will fight. We don't do that. But I got folks say, let me tune and give it to Prince. Please just go ahead real quick. Yeah, Prince, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that call keep coming in, the device I'm using. Sometimes when the call coming in like that, I'll have to sign the call. That's why. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So like you said, and that is it. Grand Jire program was very remarkable. And the message that was sent to the government was very clear. You saw what happened on the sport page. Initially, the government decided, or Joseph Newman Boyka had instructed the county authority that they should not allow the CDC to use that sport page. You saw what happened. But the people themselves gathered and said, this particular place is not Joseph Newman Boyka house. It's not a private property. Especially on occasion where no other activities is happening there. No other person is using the fee. And we come in order for us to use the fee and you want to deny us, that will not work. So we saw a steep resistance from the people trying to defend what is their legal right. Now, it reminds me of what will happen comes 2029 with this vote. That even if Joseph Newman Boyka feel that is Kingsman at the neck, that they will be able to deny the people of their victory, that the people will resist it. That's what we saw.
So the network so bad tonight. The network is so bad tonight. So our team, the team is coming in cracking. Terrible network. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, Newton, you're not getting us clear, right?
So bad, so terrible.
Yeah, Prince. I think Newton is struggling on our side there.
Yeah. The network is terrible. Yeah, it's raining, especially when it's raining. It is very, very difficult. When it's raining, it becomes very, very difficult. Yeah. It becomes very difficult. Very difficult.
But yeah, Newton, if you can hear us, I hope it goes well with you, man. But otherwise, Prince and myself will continue. Wherever you beat us, you can jump in. But Prince, like I said, 2029, the people, this was a warning, this was a shot. What am I saying? We see the president, Mr. Boakai, trying to take his family member to put them at strategic areas to try to suppress 2029. But it is not happening. It's not going to happen. So what you saw happening in Grand Jire, the people are saying, whether Opon is here, that he will want. Whether he's not here, that he will want. So in his absence, no, Prince, this has never happened. This has never happened, my brother. As long as I've been following Liberian politics, in an absence of a political figure, for people to just rally together and say, what, we will celebrate this day in commemoration of what this guy is doing. It has never happened. So guess what?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so the network, the weather is so bad. So the network,
saying that the United Party, the cronies of the United Party will try to fight, but it will be a losing battle. We can see the prints all on the wall, and we are ready for whatever comes through. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So I want to show you a video. I think Leo, you sent a video in the chat room. concerning Joseph Boakai. I know the village people put in prayer.
Yeah,
And you know,
yeah. Play that video. I better play. I just heard
It's
it.
a small town people, a small town group.
yes, I'll play that
Small
video.
town
But
going
before I
forward.
move on to that video, Leo, that's something
Yeah.
I want to look at. I want to look at something. I got a video here. I'll play the video for you to see it. We've all been here following and the issue about, the 19 million drug. The 19 million drug that was confiscated at the airport. And quite recently, the police IG, the LDA boss, and a couple of them, they were invited based on communication presented to the plenary from Bomi County Senator Edwin Snow and Bapolo County Senator Amara Kone, calling on the Senate to launch an investigation into the 19 million cocaine that was seized at the airport. And the reason why I think the Senate was very, very sensitive to raise the issue, because this issue about the 19 million drug is a serious national security issue. And this particular serious national security issue we're talking about is not about United Party, it's not about the CDC. It's about our country, Liberia. This country, like I always say, this country is ours. So no one person has monopoly over Liberia than the other. We are all equally Liberian. We are all Liberians. Everybody is Liberian. We are all Liberians. So we have right, we have stake in this country. So we have right to speak out. So when the Senate invited them, you remember, and the last time they were invited at the legislature was the time the house, that was the house, the lower house, the House of Representatives invited them. But they see 19 million, and they said they were going in the executive committee. They couldn't discuss that in public. You're talking about 19 million drug issue, but that didn't work with the Senate. So the Senate went there to discuss the talk. To the extent you heard Gregory Como, who has been here since the whole thing, the whole 19 million cocaine, since the whole saga, since it started, no one arrest has been made. The first time the Minister of Justice Oswald had press conference, he said they were going to name suspects. 10 persons were named for that press conference. Since that press conference, no arrest has been made. Nothing. In fact, they were not suspects because they were persons of interest. He said the 10 persons were persons of interest. I don't know whether they were going to be elevated, because I step by step. So you can be person of interest based on the investigation. You can be elevated to suspects. But nothing was done. And most of those people, some of them were at large. Not in the country, blah, 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 blah. We left that. Gregory went to the Senate. What did Gregory say? Gregory told the Senate that if they should give them time. The people, though the public is concerned, the public wants to know about what's going on, but they should be patient. Patient, how long it's going to take? To be patient about the 19 million. What about this drug? 19 million cocaine. That in fact the government is dragging, the government is reneging to come up with the actual, because they have some critical questions. Who owns the job? Up to now, the government is yet to answer the question. There are few questions that have been asked, and now the government cannot respond to those questions that have been asked. Liberians are in doubt. Repetition of their country. Is that about Gregory? Gregory is an individual. So anything Gregory does, he will take liability of it, for his action. But if bad thing happens and the reputation of Liberia is damaged, it affects all of us. Because if you leave a Liberia, you go to one other country, the first thing they will say, your identity is Liberia, right? You are Liberian. Which country are you from? I'm from Liberia. Oh, the Liberia country is a drug country, right? Yes. Because that's bad for our country. That's the reason why I was saying. And Gregory sat down there. The first thing Gregory started insulting and Coca is how Coca talks loosely. Imagine police RG who should be subject to senators. Even the president, the host has the right to summon the president. I'm talking about Gregory. Gregory the balance government. If the president, if the host has the authority to summon the president, the host can say, once you Baka, when you come here today. When you come here, we want to see you. Why do you think when the president is ready to deliver the State of the Nation address, why do you think they can go to the legislature to come make report? The president goes there to make report. So the legislature is highly respected as the first branch of government. Then Gregory, you police RG, they go sit down and you talk to them loosely. It's almost like somebody go to a hall, the president and say, "Oh, your house not clean." You will go to Senator Coker house because that's the office, the house of Senate. It's my senators. You go there and tell the Coker and say, "Oh, you talk loosely." You go to the mayor house and you say, "Oh, you control you." So can you go to somebody's house and you control them? You want to tell them how to speak? That was an insult to the senator. That was an insult, but it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. But let me show you a video here. Yeah? This is something I think our Liberian musician Christoph. Yeah? Christoph, the hip hop rapper. Yes. So I think all we know Christoph. There was something that transpired. I think last night, Christoph and allegedly, according to information we've gathered, allegedly beat on somebody. Yeah, according to investigation, he said, the person, is allegedly having an affair with his wife, something like that. That's the information. Today, police graduated whole pickup for the army to Christoph Hall. Simple assault is only condo. Yo. Gregory said, whole pickup for the 19-minute drug something we're talking about. Gregory has not made any arrest. But let me show you the video. See what happened today. Whole pickup for the minute going to rebel all around Christoph house. Just to have you arrested for simple assault or disorderly conduct. We have 19 million grave crime. 19 million. Liberia does not have the market for consumption of cocaine. So now they're using Liberia as a transit point because no consumer here for how many here they can take that kush, they take that all of small thing, they're not taking cocaine. So the market, there's no consumption here. The market is not here for the consumption of cocaine. So they're using that. Let me show you this. Let me show you this video.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, folks, it is Spawn TV. We are bringing you full updates, breaking news. Yeah. So, folks, this is Spawn TV. We are currently here at the direction of Crystal the Change, where. So, yeah. So, folks, breaking news. All right, so
let me hold it there. I just thought to share that with you. Just today, you saw one pickup full of police went to Crystal Hall. They said because Crystal beat somebody, he beat one other guy. So the whole police. Just today, they sent people to go arrest. But the 19 million drug, and we have somebody who the drug was kept at his house. They get first king, second king. Today they're passing around. No police. Gregory is not able. He's unable to send people there to effect an arrest. But these are things, simple things. He was saying whole pick up for.
Newton.
So what is the justice? What's happening in our country?
Newton, you know what's happening in Liberia? Gregory Como is on a mission. First of all, like you said, you got this heavy charge of this 21 million drugs in Liberia, cocaine. Up to today, there hasn't been any arrest made, right? Let's go back to the days where they went and caught Bucky. They said, oh, Bucky had whatever it is. They say he had in his house, right? He caught a bunch of weed with him, man. You, Gregory, you can smoke weed. We know you, Gregory. Gregory used to be in Philly yet. Mr. Pink Lip, our priest can call him Gregory Como. Now, fast forward. Now, I condemn any form of violence. I condemn it. But you are able to send a pickup full to Christoph, right? But you can't do that. You can't find an arrest for a drug. What are you telling me, my brother? But I just thought to add that there. Go ahead, Newton.
Yeah, so you can just add that, Prince. Yes, because I'm done. I just thought to share this with you. So for simple
So,
things, they can be able to send hope, they can send armed police. They will say hope take off foot. But the major thing they're supposed to send armed people to effect arrest, they will not do it. You get 19 million cocaine. We went to more now. You're not Greg and I want to send nobody to go arrest anybody.
There
For
hasn't been
question is
one
nothing
arrest made.
he's able to do.
As a matter
Yes,
of
for
fact,
now,
Gregory is going to the
therefore,
house
for
of
common thing, he will send hope.
yeah. He's going to the House of Senate and disrespecting Koga. Koga and I are mate. The man is in his living room, in his chamber. You are trying to tell him what kind of disrespectful act they run with the piggy. Mr. Pink led man. But you know what? Koga got something coming for him though. Koga will definitely respond to that. Look, Gregory is just a fortunate guy. But we all see the blueprint around here, what Gregory is trying to do. Gregory knows who, he knows those guys, the culprit. You know who to go and arrest. But you saw him, he's trying to make excuses, trying to hide, trying to shield somebody. Gregory, who are you trying to shield?
Yeah, that was why. Why would you? Yeah, he's trying to defend people.
Yeah.
You were trying to shoot people. You can't be police IG, then you're shooting people. You're not lawyer for anybody. So everybody should account for their actions. So who you want to protect? Like, are you the spokesperson for people? You can't be the police IG and you be the speaker for somebody. Everybody should account for the action. They say, all the president, all the labor. What would you be saying that? You know the kind of message it sends? It sends a very bad message as a police IG. So because you dealing with sound-minded people. So it will tell us that, yeah, the police IG is trying to shoot people because you're defending people, you're talking for people. You're not spokesperson for people. You're there to protect lives and property. Greg. You're not lawyer for anybody. You're not there to defend anybody. And I see the day in a Brian Magel case. All I want that day. You hear all I want Brian Magel. Oh, how to do them, how to do them, how to do all kind of thing now. I'm wait for forensic result. All kind of thing now. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? So please, you want to add up there so we want to go to that statement the person made today. The person said the police is very putting problem. So what is that problem we want to look at? Let me cover that.
The first thing is I want to thank the senators of the House of Senate for requesting that particular meeting or that particular hearing from the Joint Security. I want to say kudos to the senators. It's commendable. We commend when it is commend, and we condemn when it is condemnable. So I want to say thank you. The presence of the Joint Security at the House of Senate shows so many things. Shows that, one, we do not even have a Joint Security. They are disjointed. Yeah, they are disjointed. We saw a body of people referring to themselves as Joint Security as being seriously disjointed while they were in that particular house. So many things were being exposed. You saw the dominion, the morphology, the appearance of the LDEA boss. Now, one thing we must understand that when it comes to the issue of the Joint Security, it is the Ministry of Justice or the Minister of Justice of the Republic of Liberia that speak officially for and on behalf, I think, of the Joint Security. Now, at that particular hearing, what did you see? We saw fellow Liberians that instead of the Ministry of Justice speaking, it wasn't the Ministry of Justice, but rather it was the Liberian National Police. Instead of the LDEA being the lead of informing the Liberian people, because they are trained relative to the investigation of narcotics, relative to the jargons, and etc., they understand that particular terrain. They are the ones who are clothed with that particular training to be able to give the public a vivid explanation relative to this issue of the drugs. But instead of that, we did not see. What we saw was Gregory Como explaining and lecturing to the Liberian people there, like we saw in the Asson case. Instead of the fire service explaining to the Liberian people and giving the Liberian people a vivid explanation relative to what happened, we saw Gele Como informing the public. Up to today, no hay, no tea is coming from inside. because you have somebody who is not clothed with the authority. Look, in the military, there are different divisions. They have people who are, artillery. They have people who are mechanic. I mean, different areas. And all of these areas, they work together to make, the team work or to make the team great. No one person can be here, there, no. It can be division of labor is practiced there. So for us to see, Gregor Como yesterday, you were fire service reporter. Today again, if he there LDA boss, look, nothing will come out of that team, my people. This is just the fact. Absolutely nothing will come of this particular thing. To the extent that Gele Como was even defending the person who went for the job. Say, oh, the man and that get high school man, the man that get university student, that university student there, the man just looking for a living. Gregor Como, your hair working. I got angry when I saw that thing. Gregor Como, is this stupidity that have taken over you? Do you know you have children as small as 12 years old that can sell drugs? Oh, yes. Maybe Gregor Como, he wants to deceive the public. But I can tell you here, we live in the United States of America. We have kids as small as 10 years old. I'm telling you, my brother. There's that joke. I'm telling you something serious. We have kids here as young as 10 years old that they've been used by this drug law to sell drugs, to push drugs. I'm telling you, this is not something that is strange. Go all over the place. It's all over the place. So for you, Gele Como, to come and tell us that, the men are get university students, they can just call the man for the man to take the thing, and then the man go drop it, they leave for you to get $5 or $10. My people, this case is going nowhere. But we will continue to make noise. We'll continue to cause noise. These people went there to defend the criminal. And that's why we said we do not even believe in their investigation. We don't believe. And that's why we'll continue to say that, look, all of this thing that the government owns is to protect Joseph Numa Boyka and his son. That joint security, it was a disjointed security. But again, my brother, I know we have other topics. Let me just pause here so that we go to the next. But it was just a disgrace, man. It was a disgrace. It shows so many things. To the extent that you heard even the LDA boss telling you, you don't even have how you call sophistication at the airport. It's just sad. But go ahead, my brother.
So that, yeah. So yeah, you're right, Prince. So I think the Pabe went to break ground today, right? And yeah, $16 million project, the Japan Freeway. And the Pabe said a lot of things there. He said, and that one of the things he said that was he made a comment. I hope when I say they want a roll we eat. Then he made another statement. He said, yes, it was boom economic viability on grounds that will create jobs because the other role coming open here will create jobs. But that's the contradiction. The Pabe was made statement. I don't know how you can analyze the statement. Who can read the Pabe speech? The Pabe said the other one will create job, or maybe you'll not get on the job. Yes. Then he went on. He said, the village people put in problem. What kind of problem? But the Pabe said the village people put in problem. They behind me for school fees. They behind. But people, if you listen to the Pabe, you listen to the Pabe. Yeah? Have you add the audio there? Okay, I think the audio is there. So I think audio is not coming out.
Yeah. The audio is not on, but we can tear apart that video because all of us saw it. I posted in the chat room, and when I saw that video, Prince, I couldn't help but to laugh, man. A president who keep calling cabinet meetings. There you go.
I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. People coming for school fee because they told the people if you have private pocket, will solve it. So I can't sleep.
The pape get
So you listen to the pape.
Look.
What are your last people now put me in front? What is the one time the pape talking about? You think the pape talking about? And a foya, what the pape talking? And a foya?
The foya.
Yes. But Joseph Boakai is a native of Foya district. So there's two more time people now putting in problem. Because Joseph Boakai is trying to tell you that it was the people who motivated him to become president. He didn't want to become president. Then somebody now want to do something. He said, "Mama, go there." Then the person go there now. The person that experiencing, difficulties. Hindrances. Yeah. But different things are happening to him. People going to him for school fees. He say, "Oh, I'm not thinking on there. Now I say I'm gonna go there. Then I go there now. You're not putting me in problem now. You coming to me for school fees." So the perpetual Joseph Boakai is simply trying to tell you guys that his village people, because before you aspired for any position, right? Before you aspire for any position, the first thing you start from your home, because you start consultations from your home, for your district. Before you start, extending, like somebody will say, the fire will start burning from where it begins. Yes. So it will start from your home. Start having consultation with the people. Oh, I want contest. Oh, I want to be senator. I want, your first thing, your own people. You start with them. So President Boakai is now telling us that the village people put him in problem. And what is that problem? People are going to him for school fees. Imagine President Boakai, the president of the country, who has, besides his salary, he has a budget. For all that kind of funny thing, even they get presidential project, they get budget for it. The pape is complaining about school fees. That people behind for school fees, people behind for this one. What much more if it was George Weah? George Weah was not even president. George Weah was on the field. He was on the pitch. He was playing football. George Weah was happy. Paying thousands of people school fee at different universities, different high schools. The other day when the bus came, George Weah said, I bought the first bus for the University of Liberia. And you saw that the picture of that bus donated by King George. You saw it. George Weah have been all around doing good when Liberians were in abject poverty, extreme poverty at the Bujumbura camp in Ghana, when they didn't have food to eat. George Weah flew from Europe. He went there. He provided them with food, cash, clothing, and the rest of it. George Weah never said, "Oh, my village people." When George Weah, that was, George Weah coming to the presidency was an added advantage. George Weah said, "Oh, but I already So I already used to doing good for people. I was not president, I was doing it. Then I come to the presidency, but then since I can get some more money, I'm getting my salary and something, let me use that money to help Liberians." So you saw George Weah pushing, George Weah developing everywhere. George Weah helping people personally. Didn't the pape, who just they treat the pape being president? The pape get money. The pape that said you're going to be riding wheelbarrow to go to well. The pape get Lexus, bulletproof something where he pay about 1.5 million US for. Then he complain, say the village people paying in private, he paying school fee. Why the pape not going to complain? Paying school fee. Tell me, man, for God's sake, man.
But Newton, President Boakai finds every opportunity to expose himself and how mean and vindictive this pape is. This pape is a frail old mean pape. Every time the pape has an opportunity to stand before the Liberian people and just appeal to them for the wrong he's doing, for the ills, for the mismanagement of the country resources, he goes back and tells them that there are problems to him. Prince, you and myself will recall it was just almost 4 years ago when the pape were begging the same people to vote for him. Now the gift that they have given him, the presidency, has become, he gone back to the same people accusing them, what a problem you're giving you. What is the problem? People, young kids that are going to this pape and
so you're trying to tell them that the people are liability to him now. Because once he complain that people are giving him problems, he did not even say that, he did not just say the people are giving him problems. He made mention of issue that the people are asking for, people are making requests. School fees, the one school fees, do you know, as the president, he complained about school fees. So yeah, he's trying to say that people are liability.
Yeah, but Prince, that's exactly where I'm going. This president is saying to the same old school kids who, when he said, when I become president, y'all will not be in the streets, right? So the kids are saying to him, my papa will hurt you. You have not done it in the last 4 years. Now, please pay our way to school. And even that, the papa has an opportunity to go and stand before the podium and telling these young kids in their faces, in their parents' faces, and saying, oh, that school fees they can't beg for. Do you guys remember the other video I posted in the chat room when they same people were calling like breast beggars? A man who is on political CPR under His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah, who told him, gave him life. Now he's going back to say, you know what? And these people, they can't be begging like people little beg. Papa, you who are living on loan, are you kidding me, President Boakai? Like, me and my friend John Lobo, now my good friend John Lobo, now he sees me as an enemy. Because I had my brother, I had a platform and I went full blast. I went full blast on John Lobo, who were on my platform some time ago, will come and represent. But these are the people who now, they are falling flat to their faces because why? The country is retrogressing. And that prophet said it, Prince. The prophet said the country will be more confused. The country, look, as a matter of fact, even his vice president, Kuhn said at this stage, his father was frail, wearing peppers all around. And these days, when you look at President Boakai, you look like he getting fat. And that father, papa getting fat, oh, that double in the peppers because what? Man, I don't want to go there. But this papa has every opportunity to make the things right, but he will go and insult the people to their faces. My brother Prince, this is a height of disrespect, and we will not condone that. He got 2 more years in seat. You're also what happened in Grand there. This is a revolt. This is a message that is going to this papa. You can go and be running your wheelbarrow, your $1.2 million wheelbarrow, but we don't even want president. We have to stand in front of us while we tell you, say he's the next president for 2029. Even in his sleep, that President Boya be sleeping. We will go to you, President Boakai, and tell you, say, this is the man we want. Oh, but Prince, I told you what the slogan around the country? We want our own. That we want. We want our own. That we want. President Boakai, a word to a wise is enough. We know you've outlived your future. President Boakai don't have a future, my brother. The last time his son time, I said, we're texting back and forth. Oh, my man, I tell you, you're going to be on this side for auto chop. I said, I know somebody who can sell my soul, my beginning. But Prince, let me give my time to you, man. But this papa have every opportunity to do right, but with disrespect the Liberian people. And when I say that, allow that to happen.
You know, the thing is, my brother, this is not something that is strange. The last time, it was the same old boycott that was complaining that the people led begging too much. And here you have him again saying that the small town people are putting in trouble because they sang one song for him. It's a boycott we face it, it's a boycott we face it. You're saying now we face the thing here. Every other problem, every day people coming to me. Now, no wonder why you see the country is the way it is, that things are very tough. Look, it is not a mistake. The blessing will flow from the head and come all the way down to the foot. If that house will be blessed, it means that it will start from the parents. No wonder why you see people are crying. The country is tough. No wonder why you see ministers. They cannot even go to activities like closing program and etc. They don't want to go. No wonder why you see the place is just becoming so tough because Joseph Newman Boyka is a very stingy. The Liberia man will stay. He can't give. He is not a giver. During President Weah time, when people are having school closing program, for example, it's all school closing, you will see some of these ministers will go there as guest speakers. At the end of the day, whatever little that they have, they will share it with those kids or with that particular school. When students are having program, they will go there. When things are tough, you will see students putting themselves together, going to them and asking for help. But the ministers are not doing it in Joseph Newman Boyka government because they are seeing that Joseph Newman Boyka himself, who has all of the budgets for support and help, he is not even giving it. You think they will give it? When you buy your boss man can't give. You will want to give to prove what? The first thing you will be a friend is my man, my boss man, again, I will not give in front of that man because it will almost be like I am insulting him or I'm trying to, degrade or denigrate him. So I will not do it. So that's what's happening. That's why you see things are tough. President Weata, yes, job was not floating all over the place, but people could get their daily bread because everybody was sharing around the place. Because the leader himself was a sharer. So we saw a circulation of at least the daily bread from one person to another. But look at what Boyka is telling us. Look at what Boyka is telling us. A man who yesterday was depending on people's pockets. A man who yesterday was literally begging everybody, "Yo, please help me." To the extent of even taking loan from bank, begging bank for bank to give him money so that he can survive. That today now, he's getting mad at people who are asking him. Today now, you don't even want to see those who are even standing in front of him to say, "Please help us." And those people are not begging you because they are beggars. The only reason why they are asking you is because you, as president, that is supposed to provide the opportunity for them to work, for them to earn, you are not providing. Liberians, we are not beggars. Even in the most difficult time of our nation history, Liberians were not beggars, they were givers. I mean, on refugee camps, people used to leave from their homes and go on refugee camp. Those who were in Ghana, those who were in Nigeria, in Sierra Leone, in other areas, there were Ghanaians, Nigerians, Sierra Leoneans that would leave their villages and towns and live on the refugee camp because Liberians were very magnanimous. I mean, very kind-hearted people. We are not beggars. No, we are not beggars. So if you see that people going to this extent, it's because the government have denied the people of those jobs. Imagine the Ministry of, how you call the place, I think labor, that is giving out almost 10,000 permits to other people to do mechanic work, to do home maintenance, to do cooking work, chef, and etc. So Liberians are not fit to get a job. So when these things are happening, what do? You take job from the Liberian people and put it in the hands of other people only because you want the money. You don't care for the people's protection. And you can't sit down and say, the people, they're asking me, why would they not ask you when you have denied them of the opportunity to live? So, my brother Newton, is over to you. It's just unfortunate. But that is the behavior, that is the attribute of Joseph Newman Boyka. The man is stingy. He is mean. The man can't give. That's the kind of person he is.
Yeah.
That's why you see the government is just why it is.
So we're about to go to the line, but yes. So we're about to go to the line. Yes. So we're about to go to the line to pick your calls. But let me give you this information. The whole job, saga, and the Ministry of Justice is trying to distance itself from the whole drug thing, from what I'm sensing. Michael Brown was serving pre-trial detention, right? Yes. That was in 2014 in Kakata at the Kakata Central Prison. On the issue of Kush, they see drug business. So the Michael Brown today, Michael Brown started that thing. He started way back. But the question is, how did Michael Brown leave the Kakata Central Prison? He was incarcerated by the 13th Judicial Circuit Court in Margibi County. This is what it said. That Michael Brown was released from pre-trial detention in September 2024 solely on the authority of the court. That's what the Ministry of Justice is saying. So his release was solely on the authority of the court and not through any action by the Ministry of Justice. So he said that the court made a determination. It was the court that made a decision to release Michael Brown. So the follow-up question was that why was Michael Brown released out of prison, from the Kakata Central Prison? And the Ministry of Justice went on to say, the ministry said the 13th Judicial Circuit Court in Margibi County granted Brown's release on medical grounds. He said the man was sick. On medical grounds, after 2 individuals executed human surety bond, guaranteeing his appearance before the court since 2024 in 2026. They say human surety bond. They may not carry horse. You not carry no property that in abono. What is it? How many dollar value of bond? So the court saying him or two individuals, two persons. Who are those individuals? Where do they come from? Two individuals went to the court. They said the man are well. Somebody that was arrested for drug issues sent to the Calcutta Central Prison. That's what the Minister of Justice is saying. Nobody know how the man left the Central Prison. Now they come and they say it was not the Minister of Justice. It was the court, the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. So two he must be went. Two he must show it a bond. Two he must be went to sign for him. To say hey, the man going for medical leave since 2024. And where the last time Michael Brown was caught with drug issue that the Broward Airport 2024, 2026, Michael Brown be passing away, right? Man said doing a business. Then he said the people said you're going to come back. You're going to appear before the court. Then they say, according to the ministry, Brown was arrested on July 24, 2024. July 24, 2024. Alongside Raymond Quay, after authorities intercepted 2 cartoons at the C. Roberts International Airport that were found to contain cannabis with an estimated street value of about US 200,000. They see airport again. They saw Michael Brown. They arrested him there with cannabis with the estimated street value 200,000 US. The other time they saw him with cocaine. They carry in the court. He escaped. You know he escaped, but because the Ministry of Justice is telling us that 2 persons went and signed for him. Yeah, he must share the bond. That yeah, Michael Brown will come back. He went. They saw him again with cannabis value, street value 200,000. So man, Michael Brown has been doing this. So a lot of big hands, like we said, the whole thing is entrenched. So now there are few people there. They get big hand, the big fishes are there. The whole drug is a cartel. Like I told you that Liberia doesn't have the market for consumption. Our men can take cocaine. That Europe they can take it. They can take it. Our men can take their kush, their marijuana, there are other funny things that they can take. They can take cocaine here. So now they use the West Africa as a transit point. They bring it right from here and they ship it. They better than the airport. They ship it. Let's go to the line, man. I just thought to inform you in relation to that. Let's go to the line and pick your calls. 0772 23 99 33. 0777 98 0375. 0886 30 44 97. We can go to the line and start to pick your calls. Let's go right here and pick our first caller. Hello.
Okay, come after the sir. Hello.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Go ahead. Make your point.
My name is Daniel. But if you can call, say me and I pass some studio man. Now, for the job business. For me, I'm a military soldier, not pastor. I arrested Joseph Bakan experiment. I say everything and Haiti, they were exposed. They will talk everything about the drug. And 2, the statement that I made today. Let me analyze it. Let me get it in meaning of it. That figure very speaks in use. He said, my very people, they put me for me. They not the very people yet. You're going to go look fast. The very people that I born and when you get, come on and I don't want to put him for me. Because you know the day, you know about it. So that the thing is telling us. They can say that very people, no. That very people put him for me because rightly, you can biblical. Just understand it here. Me, I tell the book of Revelation, the revealed word. So I understand what somebody speak. I will understand it. And the military soldier, and they speak to me. That concern Liberia. Me, I won't be part of it. But
all right, my brother. Thank you. No time. 1 minute. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Benuni.
My Benuni, go ahead. 1 minute. No time. 1 minute.
Talking about yourself, Liberia. Then people, they will call the person. Anybody say people in trouble, 2 hour prayer, and we now rest. We will continue talking. We will be talking anytime you're going in your ground book. We will get there too. We will talk. They will call the person. The thing will damage to see our country. They will damage all this. Go bed, jubilee house, and then this drug. That here the drugs can find, go to our country. So that here that they roll, that they carry, that they clean where they will call the person. Thank you.
All right, my Bendu, thank you so kindly. Let's go here. Hello.
Good evening, Toba.
CDC Pabe, how you doing? Go ahead. 1 minute, no time. 1 minute.
Yeah, this concern of Bravo Justice, CDC Pabe calling you. You know anything that happening to all of them must see what going on. That is people that are bringing drugs to start actually there. So everybody must have their
Finish. 2029, now just grave these people and then chuck them in the ocean and full human being there. Thank you very much.
All right, CDC Papa, I like it short and sweet, right to the point. Let's go. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Yeah, my name AB. I come from second pellet.
AB, go ahead. 1 minute, no time. 1 minute.
My brother, I cannot call me. I'm running for me left. Can I speak for me? It is our job. Everybody, call the government official. But that comment, like you can see them talking. I think I'm running government doing that. They say that they say you know the politicians on the people. It is our job. We are government. You see, they do an position on the people. But they cannot. You know, I'm recognizing one that blood to be developed. I'm recognizing one that blood to be developed. It's just when they cannot government that will make people to be that will do. We will catch on that I want to put like. But when you clever, you want to make developing like American government like you. They cannot comment. They cannot comment that. You don't want development. You don't want people to be solving that. You do not question on one party. Very hard. Great thing. He said they are coming America. And one of the stupid comment I'm bringing for like.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? All right, go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead. Let's
yeah, brother. I mean, go straight to the point. You said you might actually see to say that because you say course to go do groundbreaking, that roadway, that groundbreaking way, would say what the cooking. Why honor his government? What graduate promote? Why he in the cooking? I think we're discussing Nana. We're not discussing going to groundbreaking. That it will pay our children's school fee way, that it will pay our rent way. Now one is, and he tell us who brought the cooking into Liberia. When they take it from where countries are sending it, that the one we want no person, they will not hear what all I is what he's doing. All I see is sick. He's very sick. He's doing a real thing. Or you will see us come there, just more. The 17 of the protest. Have a blessed night.
Hello. Oh, this person slipped off the line. Let's move to the next. The Lone Star line. I think someone is right here with us. Hello. Hello. Can you get me? Hello.
Hello, brother. Sorry. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing? What's your name?
I'm James Paul Junior calling from the traffic.
Okay, Jay, about 1 minute. Go ahead. Just go quickly to the point.
Yeah, my brother. You know the United Party people. It's after Liberian people finish seeing the truth. Liberian finish knowing the truth. They know that the people they are lying. You know, the only thing I would say here is that we need to stand strong as a citizen to unite ourselves and see how well we can take the people from power because they are lying. The lie is not easy, big or small. All of them they just lie. They just lie to the Liberian people. Yeah, we're talking about drugs and different things. Yesterday, you say have people will eat. Today, then you say you breaking glass. Somebody they say that room will eat.
Yeah. So the Papa said, I hope
know the truth. The people know the truth, my brother. I only tell them no. The people know the truth. Don't people not talking. We're not protest where they kill us. But we know what we do 2029. We know what we do to them.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Joseph Yuto calling from Japan Freeway Drive. Thank you for the
Joseph, yeah. Like the president broke the ground. 16 million bro project, right?
Yeah, that what they are broken the ground.
Joseph, you loud. Joseph, go ahead.
Yeah. It sounds so laughable, my brother. You know, what we are talking about here, these people should not take all, for nothing. We want to advise them and conscious them that, look, we are aware. We are on top of our game. And let them be very, good to the Liberian people, more especially the issue of the drugs business. Look, drugs business has frustrated our children, and it paint our character black around the world. You know what it means? You know what it means? It's a darkness that is taking over us. It's a complete darkness that is taking over Liberia, that is over Liberia concerning the drugs issue. Anywhere as a citizen or Liberian, anywhere you are residing or doing your business or want to go to do your business, and they find out you are a Liberian, no, they will carefully check you. They will carefully look at you. They will cleanly look at you. So we want to tell the government, let them, it's not about Unity Party as you said earlier. It's not about CDC. It's about our nation. The character that we built over 100 and some more years is what today this man who is mentally deranged is trying to, damage or you have damaged. So we want to tell him that if you don't fit for this leadership and having children around him, messing around and tampering with our country, they should back themselves, and we'll be waiting for them. The Liberian will be waiting for them. We'll continue to inform our people. We'll wait for them at the ballot box. We will wait for them.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. But in fact, the president has the audacity.
Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
Nathan, let me do my closing.
Yes, Leo.
Yeah, let me do my closing. I got to run real quick if you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please. It's just gonna take me 2 minutes. Again, let me say thank you all.
You can just close up.
Yeah. And call me when you're done. When you log out, when you leave the station, call me. Okay? But let me just say thank you, Prince. Thank you, Newton, and of course, thanks out to our King's family in Liberia. It's been a good show, and we'll meet here again next Friday. But you didn't come to the show. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
You can put your money up. But in the sound.
So Leo is going somewhere. So Leo just left us. So we are about to close. So like I was saying, folks, so the President Bouakai has the audacity to go break ground, talking about 16 million and project, Japan Freeway, right? Road project. Yeah, talking about, I hope they will not say that road will eat. Why will you? Sometimes, let me tell you folks, sometimes whenever we sit behind here, everything we say here is not about, personal feelings. No, that's not how it works. Why don't you that sometimes people are, subjective in their thoughts. People are subjective. There are people who are subjective in their presentation. But for us, we're not subjective. Maybe we could be subjective at times, but we are objective. Everything we say here. Because objectivity is based on facts, based on observed facts. Objectivity, to be objective, is based on facts. Sometimes you are investigated. You have real clue to it. So subjective, be subjective based on personal feelings. What feelings? The way you see things. Whether you did background investigation or not. No, but your feeling, the way you see it, the way you feel about it, that's not subjective. But we are not objective. We are objective in everything we say here. That's what we do here. Because that's why before we come here, we make the necessary research. So all of the necessary information that we're giving you here, we're not joking. We don't make it fun. We're not joking. These are information based on facts. To be honest. Yes. So I don't know what the Prince is there. Prince, I left, Leo left already. So folks, I think we're about to take leave of you. So I see you people, man. We'll see you next Friday. But thanks for being there. Thanks ever so much, because you're always there. Like we say, folks, we have to keep fighting for our country. Taking up your time in 2 hours. You'll be with us 2 hours for it. Yes, you should be using, most especially for those in the diaspora. Time is money in the diaspora. Even 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Yes, it requires those, because somebody go work for 1 hour. In 1 hour, there are plenty of money you're making in the diaspora. But so I need to contribute. Everything is not about money. Yeah, I need to contribute. How can I contribute? I'm not in Liberia at the way. But just by listening to the radio, just by following up about happiness in my country. We must commend you guys. You guys are doing really well. You see the folks there quite recently, I think 2 days ago. It was St. Andrew's birthday. Imagine. We didn't know how, food was just pouring in at the compound of King's everywhere. We saw Precious, then Precious that were there. Precious and Precious and the other lady, they need just living now. But Precious Dakuka from Soya Beach, they were Precious that came, they brought drinks, they brought wine. Just to celebrate. We don't have the menu. Like you listen to the boss the other day. We make it sacrifices sometimes. It can be easy sometimes, no food. But we still come here. We make it our business to come here to inform the Liberian people. So whatever we have food to eat, sometimes we eat Gary. Yeah, that's the reality. Sometimes we eat Gary, sometimes no food. Yes, just to come here. Because it's about country. We got to sacrifice. We got to sacrifice. We got to sacrifice. And you dare make some of the sacrifices. So that's why we got to keep fighting. We got to keep fighting for our country, folks. We got to keep fighting for our country. We're then making sacrifice. And all of us are making the sacrifices. And we're doing it not just for just few people. We're doing it for all of us, for the betterment of our country. When that country should be better, everybody will enjoy the country. But now we are on the front line. We are fighting for it. We're fighting. Yeah, the noise. I don't know where the noise is coming from, but all of the parts are down. Yeah. So I don't know. Esther, Esther, I don't know where the noise is coming from, but everything is down. Yeah, everything is down anyway. Yeah, so I just thought to leave you with few words before we can close up. And the few words I want to leave you with is that we got to keep fighting. Like we say, we got to keep fighting for our country. This is the only country we have. Yes. I think, it's okay now. This is the only country we have. And nobody, like we always say, nobody will face the country for us. Yes, we got to do it together. You make a sacrifice, I make a sacrifice. Everybody. Imagine Teacher Lai. Teacher Lai will go. Teacher Lai is a legal person, right? He's a lawyer. Teacher Lai will go to court. He will go this way. He will go that way. He will come back here after being exhausted all day, running from one court to another, from one client. Yeah. He has to come here in the evening just to come talk to the Liberian people. It's not easy. But we're braving the storm for our country. If all the people did it, we can do it. We can do it together. Sometimes the struggle can start with just few people. Few people can start the struggle. But as time goes on, other people start to add up. Other people start coming. So Africa during the apartheid party, Mandela was the head, the anti-apartheid. And we're still going back. All of them were talking about people in South Africa. You listen to Kula Fofana, they're having, Liberians in South Africa having intermarriages, a Liberian woman married, a South African male, all that kind of blah, blah, blah. People are not looking at that. There shouldn't be excuses in fight. Those are not excuses that you should be talking about. What have you done? What have you done to repatriate? The government should be talking about, we have done XYZ. We have secured the resources, the finances to repatriate Liberians in South Africa. The people are not talking about whether you marry South African man. Yeah, go back to your country. If the man wants you, the man will follow you to your country. But once you are a foreigner, because the xenophobic attack in South Africa is not about illegal immigrant. It's not about legal or illegal immigrant. The people are saying, why are you legal? You get all your papers, all of your documents are intact. They say you must go back to your country. So it's not about being legal. But it's about foreigners should leave their country. The people say they want to fetch their country. Ghana has repatriated their people. The other day, you listened to the foreign minister. After they were repatriated to the country, the foreign minister had a meeting with them and provided them with 2 allowances: reintegration allowance and transportation allowance. That's what Nigeria did. Similar. What is our country doing? So Liberia, you people, the government should be talking. The government should be serious and responsible. Yes. Even if it is one Liberian in South Africa, that one Liberian life matters. It matters. What would they take it? Why you think all the country are repatriating their people back? Then you say that you want to, there's nothing about it. And the people are not picking. If the government, they listen to Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa, the South African president, he said the people are right. They want to face their country. And the people are telling you that we can tell our government what to do. The government does not dictate to us. It's not about maybe we in Liberia, the kind of government we have here is a dictatorship government. Yes, dictatorship. So the government wants to dictate to its employer, because the people are your employer. People employ you as servants. You are not their boss. You are servant to them. You are there to serve them. They have the power. They employ you. You are working for them. You report to them. So anything they tell you, that's what they tell you. That if your government can dictate to you, if the government can tell you what to do, we can tell our government, because we put them there. We can tell our government what to do. That's what South Africa is telling you, that we tell you whether our government likes it or not. We are telling them that we want to clean our country, we want to fix our country. All foreigners should leave this country, and the government cannot do nothing about it. Absolutely not. You saw what happened. So people are losing their lives in South Africa. First, let's we gotta go home, man. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the time. I want to say we are grateful to Teacher Lai. Teacher Lai is always here and trying to create a platform for us to sit here. Even by sitting here, having interaction, doing presentation, is through the instrumentality of Teacher Lai. So that's why God will continue to bless Teacher Lai, because he one person who loves people, one person who cares for people, one person who loves people. Yeah. So with that kind of heart, you say God blesses people clear. God can look at your heart before God bless you. But if you get dirty heart, God will not bless you. If your heart clean for people, you help people who you don't know from nowhere, you don't know their parents, you don't know no relative for them. You just see them, you take them to be part of you, and love them like your biological children. That is good. That is commendable. So for that's all the time we have to be here. Join us Monday. Teacher Lai will be here with a fresh edition of the program, Face the Issues. Thanks so much. My name is Newton Tukpa. Have yourself a pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.